Passengers from Ebola-stricken countries in West Africa must now fly into one of 5 U.S. airports with enhanced screening.
One passenger who arrived in Newark yesterday is at University Hospital for evaluation. CBS News' Janelle Burrell has more live from the hospital. Janelle.
Well, Mary, that person was rushed here from Newark after being flagged after getting off of that flight. The person was brought here on an ambulance that you can see this morning remains taped off, completely sealed, as that person remains in isolation. A steady stream of activity at University Hospital in Newark. Chopper 2 overhead as medical teams received the passenger from Liberia. That patient flagged at Newark Airport Tuesday when screeners determined they may have been exposed to the Ebola virus.
Oh, absolutely, there's a fear of that. I mean, it's a transmittable disease. Even though it's hard to transmit, it's still something that can happen if controls aren't in place.
As of today, a new mandate by the CDC restricts where passengers traveling from the 3 West African Ebola-affected countries can land in the United States. Now only 5 airports are points of entry, including Newark and JFK, where enhanced screening procedures are in place. The move reassurance for some passengers.
As long as the appropriate restrictions are in place and the appropriate medical checks are in place, then it should be okay.
Meanwhile, more training for government and healthcare workers in our region. Hundreds went through a safety seminar at the Javits Center Tuesday, learning the new CDC procedures.
This city, as you heard before, has been preparing and drilling for weeks and weeks. We're getting better at it.
And today, Governor Christie will hold a briefing on New Jersey's response. It will also be the first day on the job for the new Ebola czar, Ron Klain, tapped by President Obama to oversee the federal response to the disease. Klain will meet with the president and others today. As the precautions and preparation continues, American video journalist Ashoka Mukpo will likely be discharged from a Nebraska hospital. He contracted the virus while on assignment in Liberia. And nurse Nina Pham, one of the nurses who cared for Thomas Eric Duncan, who died from the virus, doctors upgraded her to good condition. The 26-year-old remains under their care at the National Institutes of Health in Maryland. Now, as we await word from hospital officials here as to whether the patient brought here yesterday afternoon, whether he has Ebola, we're also learning this morning that 2 passengers are hospitalized in Chicago this morning, a child and an adult traveling separately who vomited on their flight. We're live this morning in Newark, New Jersey. Janelle Burrell, CBS 2 News.